Hey guys, Jessica Damu here, and today I'm reviewing one of my favorite toys of all time. This is the 18-inch T800 Terminator 2 endoskeleton, 18 inches tall. Goes side by side with one of my other favorite toys of all time, the 18-inch Robocop. Now I have a review for the 18-inch Robocop. Basically, the Robocop is full of cool gadgets and things. You know, armor comes off and he makes noises. Things like that. And his brain comes out, helmet comes off, he's shiny, but his articulation's pretty poor. Whereas the Terminator 2 endoskeleton, less flair, but more articulation. So our head can turn, can look up and down just a smidge, arm can go completely around, it turns here, can move here. The hand can turn. The hand opens and closes. He moves in his torso just a little bit. Leg moves. Can turn there. Foot can... Oh. Falling out of the tripod's view there. Not used to reviewing things that are so big. Usually I'm reviewing small figures. So now, I had this toy for many years, and in college I had this evil voice in my head that said, you know, you're moving on to the next stage of life. This figure's broken in 3 different places. And, you know, you should just let it go. It's junk. Just throw it away. I was like, no, I don't. I've had this thing for, I'm not sure I want to throw it. Just throw it away. Move on to the next stage of life. So, very reluctantly, I did it. And, you know, that was the voice of the devil. Don't ever listen to that voice. That's an evil voice. So, for 12 years, I wanted this figure back. Now, Robocop has been sitting alone with no one to fight because no one else is in his weight category nor his height category. Poor Robocop. He was lonely. You can't see it, but he's crying tears of joy. He's going to rust. So, you know, I thought that I'd go on eBay. I was like, I would spend $40 to have this figure back. It might as well not exist. I could not find it on eBay. That's not to say you'll never find it on eBay, but sheesh, I could not find this. Found it at a toy show. $10, talked them down to $8, they threw in the stand, which is a great thing because even new and out of the box, this figure had pretty loose knees. Also, something to note, this one is almost exactly the same as the one I had and let go. We've got 2 left feet. I think they were just too lazy to make a right foot. I think they're like, where can we cut costs? Well, you know what? Who looks at a man's shoes? To quote what is that movie? It's not The Green Mile. It's another prison movie. I can't remember it at the moment. Shawshank Redemption. How often does a man look at another man's shoes? Says Morgan Freeman. Well, you know, I guess they were thinking no one was looking. But hey, I noticed. Actually, my wife noticed. She's a detail person. The head is always just a little bit off kilter. You know, laying out one side of his mandible is just a little different. His mouth moves. Kind of want to just like stick a cigar in there or something. I mean, cigars. How about a screw? See the side of the head? It's just a lot of detail on him. Yeah, detail. I like it. But same 3 brakes as the one I had as a kid. Really grateful for the stand. So my right thumb broke because you're always putting the pulse rifle in there, which was made of this clear plastic so you could actually see the electronics inside it. I think batteries in that lasted forever. It would just make a standard machine gun noise, and I thought I still had it, but I think I gave it away some years ago because I just checked a box near me. It's not there anymore. But that's what wore out the thumb. This part right here, which ends up looking very, I don't even want to go there. You know, but what you're supposed to have is this little piece that goes into this and helps it move. Looks really cool when it's there, but when, you know, he falls or whatever breaks and that's gone, you just have this dangling thing, and it just feels kind of uncomfortable and wrong on your action figure. Awkward! You know? So, yeah. Now, I was saying how the Robocop has all these, gimmicks. The Terminator doesn't have much gimmick. He's got more articulation than gimmick. I'm going to show you the back as well before I get to the gimmick. See, there's a battery compartment there because he does something. Which leads me to the third break. There was this soft piece of plastic here, and it could bend right there, which we can all see that it eventually bent off. And his eyes light up, and he makes an explosion noise, so, you know. Looks like our button's a little wore out, too. I gotta push it pretty hard. Actually, I remember that. Yeah, you had to push that button pretty hard, which is part of why this wore out. So being that this one has the same 3 brakes, I dare say that there were some, you know, construction issues with this figure that made him have some weak points in particular. I wouldn't be surprised if this broke on other people's on the other side, but it was just a amazingly detailed figure. And so now I have this up on the shelf in my collection room, and I believe it just looks quite stellar. Give a further back look. You know, RoboCop and Terminator. I kind of wish that I could put RoboCop in a cool pose, but with these loose arms, and this guy's like, a couple years ago I took him out of his box because I'd had him in the attic. I had 2 of them. I had the one I had on the shelf back in the day with sun bleached and stuff like that, and this one that never saw the light of day. Still, loose arm joints and things like that. So, RoboCop doesn't pose particularly well. In fact, he, you know, tries to have posing mishaps. Stop it, Robo! Just stand still. Act like a robot. Stoic. That's the breakdance. Terminator also suffers loose joints, primarily in the knees, and suffers several break features, but they're still beautiful. Beautiful toys, action figures, more for collecting than playing with, for sure. But they are 2 highlights in my collection. And I'm really glad to have this T-800 back. It's good, it's good. Even without the rifle, even without the chest button thing, even with the awkwardness down beneath the belt and the broken thumb, it's good to have him back. Oh yeah, and 2 left feet. Don't try and dance with him. It's going to go badly. You'll step on your toes and break your foot. Well, I hope you enjoyed the review. Make sure to like, favorite, and subscribe as I post a new toy review just about every other day, and I'll see you guys next time.